This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. 46-year-old man charged with robbery with aggravation and wounding with intent. Lawmen assigned to the Kingston Central Police Station say they have charged 46-year-old Ted Richards, otherwise called the 7 of Bartley Lane, Kingston 13, with robbery with aggravation and wounding with intent following an incident on Port Royal Street, downtown Kingston last month. Reports are that about 11 a.m. on Sunday, November 14, a man went to deposit money at an ATM in the area when he was pounced upon by Richards, who was armed with a knife. Richards allegedly stabbed the man in his back and the left side of his face and robbed him of the money. Following investigations, detectives arrested Richards on Sunday, December 12. He was placed on an identification parade where he was pointed out. He was charged on Thursday, December 16. His court date is being finalized. Man freed of gun charge after cops conflicting accounts. A man held on illegal firearm charges was acquitted in the Home Circuit Court on Wednesday after a police officer gave conflicting evidence in court in comparison to that which he had stated in an interview he had given to the media. Ramel Kelly had been charged following an incident in which a Smith & Wesson firearm was recovered along Lyndhurst Road in St. Andrew in February 2020. Allegations are that on the day of the incident, the officers got information that a car which was suspected of being used by criminals in an earlier robbery was intercepted along Lyndhurst Road when 3 men alighted and tried to escape. Kelly was held by the lawmen and subsequently arrested and charged for the recovered firearm. However, in an interview he gave to the press on the day of the incident, the police officer said that only 2 men had alighted from the vehicle. During cross-examination, the officer sought to distance himself from the media report, but after being shown the footage, he eventually agreed that he had said that only 2 men had run from the vehicle, adding that he was not aware that he was being recorded during the interview. He also said he must have made a mistake. At the end of the trial, the judge found Kelly not guilty, partly due to the contradiction. Defense attorney Kemar Robinson told the news that it was the 3rd time that he had personally seen a case in which a police officer gave contradictory evidence against an accused on firearm charges. If he does not have a good explanation, it would be resolved in the accused person's favor, Robinson said of the cases in which police gave conflicting testimonies. In light of the outcome and the Prime Minister Andrew Holness's recent statement about life imprisonment for persons found guilty of illegal possession of firearm, Robinson said the Firearms Act already provides for such sentences under the appropriate circumstances. The reality, though, is that you have what are called the sentencing guidelines, and you have usual starting points. A lot of time, persons get into trouble for a particular offense, and they are uncertain as to what the sentencing could be. But with the sentencing guidelines, a person can almost know or have a close enough idea of what their sentence would be, the attorney said. Although acknowledging that he had not spoken with his client about setbacks the case may have caused, Robinson said that the normal set of circumstances being jailed, especially in circumstances awaiting a trial, is always uncomfortable. Senate walks out in protest of disrespect, says government caucus. The governing Jamaica Labour Party has accused the opposition People's National Party of leading a smear campaign against Senator Kamina Johnson-Smith amid an ongoing impasse between herself and Senator Lambert Brown. Johnson-Smith, who is the leader of government business in the upper house, has left the chamber on several occasions when Brown, an opposition senator, rose to speak. She did not respond to the News's inquiry into the matter when contacted on Monday, but the JLP has said the senator's action is a direct protest to Brown's consistent displays of disrespectful, discourteous, and unparliamentary conduct. The JLP has also accused the former Senator President Dr. Floyd Morris of engaging in a calculated attack on Johnson-Smith after Morris described her action as childish. Morris, in a news interview earlier this week, said Johnson Smith is likely to embarrass the government if she continues her protest against Brown. This has cemented for us that what we have been observing in the Senate and in some print media, particularly with regard to the leader of government business, is part of a coordinated political strategy, read a joint statement from the government caucus in the Senate. This is also consistent with the lack of effort made by members of the opposition caucus to encourage Senator Brown to desist in behaving in a disrespectful manner. On Monday, the news contacted several government senators who declined to comment on the matter. The caucus said Johnson Smith was not the only government senator protesting Brown's action, noting that others have left the chamber on occasions when Brown presented. We are satisfied that our actions finally appeared to be resonating with the opposition senators and hope that they will make an effort to understand the vast chasm that exists between the conduct they are tacitly defending and our understanding that the courtesy of senators to be heard in silence presumes decency, the caucus said. The government senators said that the walkouts do not disrupt the business of the Senate. On Monday, Brown told the news that Johnson Smith's protest began after he challenged her claim that former PNP Senator A.J. Nicholson had sent her threatening and harassing emails. Nicholson had denied that claim. Bail revoked for St. James woman on drive-by murder rap. Sudeen Hilton, the woman charged with the August 12 shooting death of Richard Jimmy Baker in Glen Devon, had her bail revoked when she appeared in the St. James Parish Court to answer the charge. Hilton's freedom was reportedly withdrawn after the court concluded that the surety she proffered to have got bail was deemed unfit. She will remain in custody until January 31, 2022. She definitely will not be having the traditional Merry Christmas this year, a police officer familiar with the case told the news late Wednesday. The past week has been filled with drama for the 30-year-old Hilton, who is from Hendon, Norwood. She narrowly missed death last Thursday, shortly after reporting at the Ramble police station in Hanover as a condition of her bail. The news understands that Hilton and others were traveling in a motor car along the Mount Peto Main Road when a motorcycle with two men overtook them. When the car rounded a corner, the vehicle was confronted by the bikers, who reportedly opened fire at the occupants with rifles. The driver and the occupants escaped into bushes. It was later discovered that Hilton suffered a bullet wound to a leg. In the incident in which Baker was killed, reports are that he was driving along the Salt Spring Main Road when he stopped to check on a problem with his vehicle. A white Toyota Axio motor car reportedly drove up alongside him, and the occupants opened gunfire on him, hitting him multiple times. He died at Cornwall Regional Hospital while undergoing treatment. The police, acting on information Baker had given them before his death, reportedly tracked the vehicle to some sharp square. Some of the occupants fled the vehicle, but Hilton, who was reportedly driving the vehicle, was arrested. Welder dies after being electrocuted in St. Catherine. A man was reportedly electrocuted after he became entangled in electrical wires at his house in Bernard Lodge, St. Catherine on Thursday. Dead is 39-year-old Andy Rodney. The news understands that Rodney, who is a welder, was conducting repairs on a tractor shortly after 12 p.m. Thursday when electrical wires fell on him, electrocuting him in the process. Shortly after, Rodney's teenage son found him lying unresponsive and entangled in the wires. Rodney was assisted to the hospital, where he reportedly died. Investigations are ongoing. 45 more COVID-19 cases, 8 more deaths reported. Jamaica reported 45 new COVID-19 cases and 8 additional deaths, bringing the total number of confirmed cases to 91,972 and the death toll to 2,441. According to the Ministry of Health and Wellness, the deaths occurred between August 24 and December 14. The deceased are a 67-year-old man from Manchester, an 85-year-old man from Hanover, 2 women from St. Elizabeth, ages 81 and 72, a 92-year-old man from St. Elizabeth, an 88-year-old woman from St. James, a 93-year-old woman from Portland, and a 95-year-old man from St. Mary. Of the newly reported cases, there were 24 females and 21 males with ages ranging from 1 to 88 years. The cases were recorded in Kingston and St. Andrew and St. James 9 each, Manchester, St. Anne and St. Catherine 7 each, St. Thomas 4, Trelawney and Westmoreland 1 each. The country also recorded 37 recoveries, bringing the total number of recoveries to 63,661. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.